Hi students, today in this session we will discuss one of the important concept situated in your conservation law is conservation of linear momentum in case of variable mass. So whatever that we discussed in our previous class, there the mass of a moving object remains constant. So for that, so we have applied your what? The law of conservation, your what? A linear momentum. So how that linear momentum is conserved in the case of the object having a what? A fixed mass. But here, how that your linear momentum, that law of conservation of momentum is existing in case of your what? A variable mass. But we know that the statement of your law of conservation of linear momentum is what? In the absence of any external force, the linear momentum of that system remains constant. The linear momentum of that system remains constant. So that is the statement of what? The law of conservation of linear momentum. The total linear momentum of the system remains constant in the absence of what is external, any external forces. Okay. How that linear momentum gets conserved in case of an what? The variable mass. So that we will discuss in this class. Okay. So we know that in your earlier conservation of linear momentum, the mass of the system remains constant. Now let us consider the case whose mass is variable, that is those in which the mass enters the system or it may what? Leaves the system. Okay, so that is the case we are discussing here. Where that type of examples, so you are observing in our daily lab. So here the examples that is mentioned is a rocket. So we know that the device which is used to place a satellites. So already you are very well known what and what satellites. So we are having a natural satellites as well as what? The artificial satellites. So in order to place and what? Artificial satellites, so we require what? One device. The device which is used to place the satellites in an what? A particular orbit or into an what? Orbit called as what? A rocket or the vehicle. This one is also called the engine or the vehicle that is used to place the satellites into what? Orbital motion is called as rockets. Okay. So here this rocket is based on the principle of your what? The conservation of linear momentum. So under and what? A variable mass. How the mass of that rocket goes on changes with its what? Motions. So here the principle states that we know that the total linear momentum of that system is conserved, that is remains constant when the net external force acting on that system is what it is? Zero is. So here the rocket, we are having different types of rockets. The types of rockets, there are four types of rockets. One is solid fuel chemical propulsion. That means the types of rocket propulsions. That means the rockets can be propelled by what? Four types. So one type of rockets propulsion is solid fuel uh, chemical propulsions, and the second type of rocket propulsion is the liquid fuel rocket. What it is? The liquid fuel chemical propulsion. The third type of rocket propulsion is cold gas chemical propulsion. The last one is it is a ion uh, propulsion. So these are the what the four types of what the rocket propulsions. So what are the principles behind in what propelling your what rockets? The principle of rocket is very simple. A rocket is in its simplest form is a chamber. That is what? A chamber enclosing a gas under pressure. Under a high pressure, a small opening at one end of the chamber allows the gas to escape and is doing so on allowing your what? Gas to escape to the chamber. When you are doing this one and in doing so provides what? Thrust, that means up thrust, upward force for that your what? Rocket. When it is what? And is doing so provides a thrust that propels the rocket in the opposite directions. When that gas escapes out from the chamber, so that will provide what? Thrust for the rocket. So due to this one, the rockets moves in what? Opposite directions. This is the what? The simple principle that is existing in what is a rocket. So once again, I'm repeating that principles. A rocket is, in its simplest form, is a chamber enclosing a gas under a pressure. A small opening at one end of the chamber allows the gas to escape to what goes out or escapes from that chamber, and doing so when it is and is doing so provides what? Thrust for that rocket. When the thrust is given to that rocket, so automatically that propels the rocket in the opposite directions. So this is the what? The simple principle of our what is rocket propulsion is. Okay. So now here, so let us derive. So what is the final velocity of that river or rockets? What is the final velocity of the rocket at any instant of time? It's okay. So here, how that mass gets changes during its what is motions. So how the mass of an object changes during its what is motions. So here, the rocket is having some chamber. So inside that chamber, so we are having fuel tank. As the fuel starts burning, so what is happening? The mass of that rocket is what that goes on decreases because that mass of the what fuel gets decreases as the rocket starts moving it. Okay, so let's derive how and one more thing how that your law of conservation of linear momentum. So in variable mass remains constant. So that also what I discussed merits. Okay. So this is the simple diagrams, so which shows which indicates what a single stage rocket is. So inside that we are having a fuel chamber and what your satellites are what are what situated inside that our what rockets. That rocket, what it does, it places or it is in a vehicles used to place the what satellites in a particular orbit. So for that purpose, so we are using this rocket. So that contains what some engines, some fuel engines. So single stage rocket, or you can call it a two stage, or any stages of rockets. What it is used here. So now let us derive and what expression for the velocity of single forward syllabus. They have mentioned that derive an expression for what? The velocity of the single stage rocket. neglecting its what is weights. Okay, so let us derive. So already what it is explained. So what is the principle of your what it is single stage rocket or using any stage of your what is rocket. Now we want to derive the equation for what single stage type. What is the expression for velocity of that rocket for a single stage rocket is. Okay. So for that, what we have to do is let M, capital M. So here I have not mentioned that all the descriptions. Let M, capital M, be the mass of the rocket, including what? The mass of the fuels. Capital M indicates what? The mass of the rockets, including the mass of the fuel. And let capital V be its velocity at any given instant of time at t. Okay. So with respect to the ground in the laboratory frames, so with respect to fixed reference point, with respect to some certain reason, certain frame, so we are measuring all the variables that are occurred in case of your what rockets. So that frames here we are calling it what laboratory frame of reference. The variable laboratory frame of reference is the one in which where the position and velocities are measured with respect to that laboratory frame is nothing but your what laboratory frame of references. Okay, so with respect to the what ground in the laboratory frame, so in the inner there's nothing but a laboratory frame is nothing but what the inner cell frame of references. Okay, so assume the direction of motion of the rocket is in what positive directions. Here the rocket moves in what positive directions, and also make an assumption that your vapor gas, that burned gas, that vapor gas is nothing but an what burned gas that's expelled or what ejected in an what backward directions with a velocity v with respect to what is a rocket is. Okay. Then according to the law of addition of the velocity, so what we have made an assumptions, the direction of motion of the rocket is in positive directions, whereas that vapors gets ejected in backward directions with velocity small v with respect to what is a rocket is. Okay. Then according to the law of addition of velocities, the velocity of the gas, what it is, the velocity of the gas in the laboratory frame is given by and what it is minus v small v plus of capital V, or you can write it as what capital V minus of what it is a small v. This will give you what the velocity of the gas in the laboratory frame of reference is given by capital V minus of what is a small v. So this one is here out of capital V minus of what is a small v. Okay. And next thing, the rate of change of mass of the rockets due to escape of the gas is given by alpha is equals to minus of d of m divided by d. So here that negative sign signifies or indicates and what? The negative sign indicates that as the rocket moves in forward directions, the mass of that rocket is what? Decreases due to its what? The burning of fuels. So that's why. So it is given as what? Alpha is equals to minus of what? dm divided by dt. Okay. That negative sign indicates as the time passes, the mass of the rocket decreases. Okay. That is the significance of the what? Negative signs. Then according to the Newton's second law of motions, so the force acting according to what? Newton's second law of motions, the force acting on that rocket, F is equals to what? The rate of change of momentum of that object is. So that's why F is equals to, the momentum is m into v here. So therefore the force acting on that rocket will be dm into bracket, this is capital V minus of small v divided by a dt. So let's say it's then what? Equation number 1 is. Then the rate of change of linear momentum Now you have to write what? The rate of change of what? Linear momentum of the rocket is equals to, so d into bracket. This one is the force acting on that rocket. The force acting on the rocket is given by dm into bracket capital V minus of what? Small v divided by dt. But here the rate of change of linear momentum of that rocket is given by small d into bracket capital M into capital V divided by what is at dt. So therefore, according to the Newton's third law of motions, the rate of change of linear momentum of the rocket is equal to what? The force acting on that rocket is. That's why. So it is written as what is small d into bracket capital M into V divided by dt is equals to dm, d into capital M into bracket capital V minus of what small v divided by dt. So you want to differentiate with this one. So this is the mass is a variable one. So that's why. So you are differentiate by this quantity with by using what and formula of u into v method. So there, so you are getting what capital M into dv divided by dt. So plus of this is what v into dm divided by dt. So that's is equals to this one becomes what. So you write capital V into dm by dt minus of, so you are getting what small v into you are getting what dm divided by what is dt. Okay. Then there, that's your what is v into dm by dt. This one is what dm into bracket dv by dt plus of even having what is v into dm by dt. So here also v into dm by dt, those two quantity will what get cancels. So you are getting what only. So dv by that is m into dv by dt equals to what minus of small v into dm by dt is there. So the m that have what made an cross multiplications. So that's why dv by dt is equals to minus of what. So small v divided by capital M into dm by what dt is that. Okay. So now integrate whatever that above equation is there. This dv by dt equals to small v divided by m into dm by dt is there. So this equations will give you what the instantaneous acceleration of the rocket is. So dv by dt is nothing but what the acceleration. So the rate of change of velocity is called as what accelerations. So that's why. So this equations will give us what the instantaneous acceleration of that rocket is. Okay. Next, so now we want to integrate that our equations. So and one more thing. So already we made an notations or what is assumptions that velocity of the exhaust gas is with respect to the what is rocket. The velocity of the what the exhaust gas is with respect to the rocket itself, but not with respect to our what laboratory frame is. So when you integrate this one, the third equations, so then on integrating that third equations, that's integration of dv by dt into dt equals to minus of what? Integration of small v divided by capital M into dm by dt into what? dt. So here the integration of dv is what? dv is equals to what? Minus of small v log of what is capital M plus it is what? C, where C is the what? The integration and constant is. Okay. Let us write V naught be the initial velocity of the rockets before launching that rockets at a time of what is t equals to 0. Before launching that rockets, its mass is what? M naught. Before launching that rocket, the mass of the rocket is what? M naught is what is total initial mass. Then, so you would replace V is replaced by V naught and minus of small v and log of what is M naught plus C. So therefore, C is equals to you are getting what? V naught plus of small v into it is what log of m naught. So this one, so you want to insert that key inside and what equation number upwards. Okay. When it is inserted, so we are getting what capital V is equals to minus of small v log of capital M plus of what V naught plus is what V log of is what I M naught is. Okay. So next, therefore, so you take that V is equals to V naught. This one you can put it like this, small v log of what M naught minus of M is there log M by log of M minus log N is nothing but what log of M by N. That's why. So this one is written as what plus of small v log of capital M naught by is what M, because so there you are having what V naught plus of log V log M naught minus of what is V log M. So that's why. So here I have written what is log V log of M naught divided by a capital M. So these equations, so will give you what the velocity of the rocket at any instant of a time t, when the total mass of the rocket is what is a capital M is. Okay. So here, so in order to obtain a high velocity of the rocket, it is necessary that the rocket or the value of the exhaust velocity must be large in order to attain and what the high velocity of the rocket. So what you want to do is the value of the exact velocity, the small v, must be a large. The second one is its final mass, that's the capital M, should be much smaller than its what initial mass m naught. Whatever that final mass is there, capital M, that should be what smaller than its what is initial mass m naught. So when we maintain these conditions, then the rocket should attain and what that high velocity. These are the what few conditions. So in order to have and what the high velocity of the what rocket is. Okay. So here, so in this class, I have discussed regarding how that linear momentum gets conserved in case of what that variable mass. So here, as the rocket moves upward, the mass of an object goes on changes. So even though that even what the linear momentum of that rocket remains constant. Okay. Next, that here I have derived what is the expression for what the velocity of the rockets at any instant of time and neglecting its what it is weight in a single stage rocket. Okay. And one more thing, what are the conditions so in order to achieve and what a high velocity. So in order to achieve a high velocity, it is necessary that the value of your exhaust gas, the velocity of what exhaust gas must be large, or the exhaust velocity v, small v. The exhaust velocity is nothing but that is the velocity of what hot gases that's expelled out in what backward directions. That's value should be what large. And another one is its final mass, capital M, must be what smaller than that's its what initial mass. Okay. In the next class, we will discuss about a single stage and what the multi-stage rockets and what are the necessity of your multi-stage rockets. So those things we will discuss in the what next class. Thank you. ನನಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋಣ ನನಗೆ ಕೊಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ ಇನ್ನೀಗ